Today we are cooking a whole ribeye roast, open fire,
or a far superior method on a Texas-style offset smoker.
Let's see who wins. Okay, welcome Jeremy Yoder.
Good to be back, I'm ready to go again.
Before we did a beef rib competition, if you want to see that video and the results, click here. Today we have a beautiful prime whole ribeye, but it's only one. So, we're gonna split it in half. Ooh, these Montana knives, man, look at that. Montana knife, baby. Ta-da! Which one do you like?
I'll probably choose this one.
You're gonna cook it in your smoker. That's my only offset smoker that I ever own.
That's because you're a winner, Al.
Well, it cost me a fortune, but yeah. How long are you gonna cook it?
Probably between 3 and 4 hours.
Actually, the same here. So let's start prepping. Here.
Don't need it.
What?
I'm gonna season heavily, so I'm gonna leave a lot of the fat on. I'm gonna use salt and pepper. I need salt because this is a big fatty cut of meat, and pepper is gonna help me create that bark on the outside. Al's gonna use only salt. So this isn't a rub competition, this is a cooking method competition. So to kind of keep it as fair as possible, we're both using very simple seasoning. So with a great cut of meat like this, you don't need to do a lot of prep because we want the meat to shine, we want the smoke to shine. So this is all I need to do. It's exactly what I need, so I'm gonna put it on the smoker. Okay, so for this cook, I wanna keep it very simple. Again, the meat shines. So I'm gonna go about 4 hours on the smoker is what I'm predicting, and 250 is the temperature I'm gonna use. I'm gonna keep it nice and smoky because I wanna put on that smoke flavor. It's not a long cook, so I have to capitalize on my opportunity to add that flavor now.
Okay, my turn. So I said before, we're gonna hang. This is the technique that we picked today. Remember, open fire, you can do asador, you can do Santa Maria, you can do Argentinian style. Today we're gonna hang the meat. Always when we hang, we need to tie the meat. Why? Because gravity, remember guys, affects everything. Guys after 40, we know that a lot. Boom, everything. We're gonna tie it so it maintains the form, right? That's the first thing we're gonna do. For seasoning, we're gonna put salt. This is my salt parrillera, you know already. This is coarse salt, it's perfect for open fire cooking or any cook, but as you can see the size of the crystals are big, and this is good because the meat is gonna absorb whatever it needs and the rest is gonna stay on top. So you're never gonna over salt your meat. That's it, that's the only seasoning that I'm gonna put, but I have a secret weapon. Come with me, I'll show you. Rosemary from my garden. That's an inside joke with my camera guy here. Ben Toro. Rosemary and beef goes perfect. This is gonna give a lot of aroma on the meat. For today's grill, we're gonna use our Tagwood BBQ 26, but we're not gonna use the cross, we're not gonna use the grades. We're gonna hang from here. Every technique that we use is never flame towards your meat, directly to your meat. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna hang it here and we're gonna put coals. Eventually, we're gonna put little pieces of wood around it so we can have a flame. Use your thermometer, feel, you know, open fire is all about feeling. I can count to 6 seconds, and that's fine. Even 8 seconds, right? Remember, this cook is gonna be long. Normally you can cook that faster, but because we're gonna hang, we plan on cooking in 4 hours. This is another key about open fire cooking, patience. One of the biggest mistakes is when open fire, people they're scared that it's not cooking and they keep adding fire. So gotta get fire, fire, fire. And that's where they mess up. We're gonna cook on the fat side. This has a lot of fat protecting, not too much this, and this is a thick fat layer, right? That is not, it's gonna cook, we're not gonna eat it, but it's gonna work as protection. So my plan today is start cooking like this. We're gonna put the hooks. You wanna get a little meat and put it under the string, but also, you know, this could burn during the cook, so you wanna always have a little bit of meat. This is kinda like how I like it. My job is to maintain this condition. Yes, we're gonna rotate a little bit, but that's gonna be at least in 2 hours. The first 2 hours I want like this, super slow and not touch it at all. Keep adding fuel in the firebox because that's your embers factory, right? Because if you run out of coals in the middle of the cook, it's gonna be bad. Now I'm gonna enjoy my friend that is in town. Again, we're gonna smoke a cigar and enjoy. Vamos! Okay guys, first check-in, we are 2 hours in. It's time to start the rotation. We already have a little bit of color, you know, I like this part. We got 2 hours in this side, so now we're gonna start cooking on this part here. Hooks, bite the meat, back to the grill. Boom, now we're gonna add a little more charcoal here. 45 minutes in each side, and we're gonna keep rotating all the way, right? Once we finish all the rotation, we're gonna check and see if it's ready. Vamos! Jeremy is scared. Vamos. 3 hours check-in. You see what I did? I lower up a little bit because the wind is blowing a little bit hard now, so I lower up so we can have the heat more around the meat. So now it's time to the next flip. Vamos. Okay. Again, rub some meat. Boom. Also, if you notice, I put some wood here. It's not burning, so I like this smoke, right? To slowly start smoking the meat. Stay tuned, vamos.
All right, we have this rib roast in here. The internal temp is 118. There's gonna be some carryover cooking. Because it's a thick cut, we're probably expecting something around 10, maybe even 12 degrees. So at 118, I wanna pull it off because I don't want it to get any higher than 130. Take this and we'll put it on a wire rack so it can cool. And in the meantime, we're gonna get the smoker ripping hot like a jet engine. We want 500, maybe even 550 degrees because we're gonna put this back in to sear it with that high heat and high airflow so we get a crust on the outside. So we spent all this time creating flavor. At the end, we're gonna create texture. So at this point, I'm gonna start putting in extra splits. So I'm gonna do a lattice because I wanna maximize airflow for efficient burning. Normally, you don't wanna burn too efficiently, then you don't get enough smoke flavor. At this point, we've already put on the smoke flavor, so all I need is BTUs. All right, we built a hellacious fire in the firebox, and this thing is running at 500 degrees. So I'm gonna put this in 60 seconds like this, 60 seconds like this, and maybe 60 seconds like this, probably not. We formed a nice spark, now it's time to sear it. Hear the sizzle. So we're basically gonna be shooting this in real time because this entire process is gonna take 3 minutes max. So really 60 seconds, turn it 60 seconds, and maybe if it needs a little bit more, another 60.
Okay guys, a little over 4 hours. We're gonna pull it, we're gonna let it rest close to the moment of the truce. Vamos. Okay, it's not gonna look pretty as Jeremy, but I can put a fight.
Any gloves?
You surrendered already?
Yes, yes. I was like, I know I can't compete. I lost beef ribs. I have no chance here.
It's difficult to come to Texas and win.
Oh. Hey, you.
If the jury is from Texas.
Yeah, true.
Okay, guys. So I took probably 4.5 hours. You took like a little less than 4, right?
Yeah, I think so. But we're trying to finish both of these at the same time. And we got pretty close, but
yeah,
we have very different results.
More bark here, more crispy here.
Yeah, I see a lot of like browns here. I see a lot of reds. So you like browned the meat and seared it off with the direct heat. The ribs were extremely different. So I'm thinking these are also going to be pretty different. I think the appeal of open fire is like on a spectrum of sous vide on one end where you strictly control the temperature and it's exactly even all the way through. On the other end, you have open fire, and that's part of the appeal. One of the reasons I don't like sous vide, even though it's a great method of cooking, is because it robs me of all the joy. Doing it open fire, it's like you get to interact with it, you get to move it, you get to control every aspect that makes it either great or terrible, and so you can take all the credit.
Enough talking, let's slice.
Let's do it.
You wanna go first?
Say hello to my little friend.
Look a little tough. No.
No, just even.
Jesus Christ. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble! Thank God I'm paying for the camera, guys. So if you I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous right now, right? Because this is the closest to perfection that I've ever seen. Ooh,
That's nice. There we go. Hey, it looks pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks real nice. Nice work though, Al.
Okay guys, we're ready, and for the taste test, who's gonna decide who's the winner? I invited a special guest. Now he's my neighbor. He just moved to Bernie, Texas. My good friend, Tony Ramirez, AKA TFTI. Hello, Tony!
Hello, hello.
Thank you. Yes.
All right, before we jump into the tasting, Tone has released a cookbook. It is a phenomenal cookbook. So if you guys haven't checked it out, be sure that you do. I've cooked a few of the recipes already and they're spectacular. So check it out. Not only is he a great judge, but a great cookbook author as well.
You know what he's doing, right?
Well, Brown knows it over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I gotta take every advantage I got, man.
Hey, let me say something about Tony Ramirez, right? He's an extraordinary chef, right? He's a beautiful human being, and he's my best friend ever, dude.
So we each got you center, and a piece from the cap.
All right, cool. I'll try yours first.
Or if they're different at all.
Cool, well, we will taste it. Center.
Super juicy, tender. Exactly like a prime rib, like how you expect a prime rib to be. Just as juicy, tender too. Different flavor, like
Really?
yeah. I feel like a more beefier flavor with that.
What about the bite?
Everything was exactly the same, but the flavor at the end.
Ribeye cups.
Tender. That is really good. That bark, that flavor on the outside, that crust, perfect amount of spice, salt.
I was talking trash the whole time. You hearing this, Al?
Hey, wait. He has
That was
to try
probably
mine.
one of the best bites of prime rib that I've had right there. Still not over yet. Still not over yet. We gotta try this one. Juicy. I taste a lot of thyme in that on the outside. Rosemary. Just as good, man.
Ooh.
That's a hard decision.
Oh,
Aye.
cut right to the heart.
If I had to choose, they're both equally as good. The flavor of the actual juices inside the meat were different, but I'd have to go with Jeremy's, man. I like that. I like the outside. The crust on the outside was completely different. A lot more salt, a lot more flavor.
All right.
And I think that's what makes it better was the outside crust because you smoked it, you know.
Okay, you can leave now. No.
I was like, cookbook.
We did a video with Ben here ourselves, and I cook both, and I have to agree. The legend himself's doing it. So
The inside,
it's a difficult.
the inside pieces were damn near similar. We still neighbors or what?
I don't know.
Al's moving away.
Who are you again? Like, okay, thank you. Okay.
I haven't tried this yet, but there's no bigger fan of Al's cooking than me. Every time I get to cook with him, I learn new things. I love cooking open fire, but to get to learn from a master like Al is always a privilege.
We've been cooking for a long time. This guy here, I think, is the best cook I ever met. He knows that. I always say Jeremy's food is incredible. He's a master. The purpose of this video, of course, it's not the competition, is to show you that it's different ways to get to an excellent result. You can do smoke, you can do open fire. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, Jeremy.
Sure.
Jeremy Yoder. If you're crazy and you're not following Jeremy Yoder, mad scientist in all platforms, follow him. Comment here. If you're not subscribed, subscribe here. Hasta la próxima. Thank you. This was Prime Ribeye Open Fire versus Smoke. Vamos. Cheers. Well,
Al, that's freaking good.
it is.
Oh, wow. That's really nice.
Done the vultures. Vultures.
Come on.
You gotta try the crust.